Okay, Bass Guy here. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm bringing you the Bowers & Wilkins 606 S2 bookshelf speakers. Now, I picked these up at Best Buy, and I decided to buy them for two reasons. One is because I was thinking of changing my whole two-channel setup on my desk anyway, but when I was at Best Buy a couple weeks ago looking for some clip speakers to review, I ended up running into these in the Magnolia Center. And I have never heard Bowers & Wilkins speakers before now. So this was going to be a treat for myself and maybe an opportunity to upgrade my two-channel setup at my desk. So I want to go ahead and bring these to your attention. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think about the speakers because, like I said, I've had them for 2 weeks now. I've been listening to them every day. And man, I have really nice things to say about them. So again, these are the 606 S2, the anniversary edition. And what this means is it's been refined, it's been kind of recharacterized and reworked to sound even better than it did before. And it carries over a lot of the nice additions in the higher 800 series, one of their top of the line speakers. It carries some of those genetics down to this line. So I'm more than happy to bring these to you, but let's go ahead and start off with some specs. So the Bowers & Wilkins 606 S2 is a two-way design featuring a 1-inch aluminum dome tweeter and a 6.5-inch continuum cone bass mid-range. Now this is an 8 ohm speaker, but it can dip down to the lower 4 ohms into 3 ohms at times. But there's not a lot of power needed. It's between 30 watts to 120 watts into 8 ohms. So just about any amplifier or receiver will take on the challenge. Now this isn't a particularly big bookshelf, coming in at a height of 13.5 inches, a width of 7.5 inches, and a depth of 11.8 inches. Now the weight's also minimal too, at just over 15 pounds, and it comes in a variety of finishes, including a black finish, a white finish, and an oak finish, and then the gray or black grill options as well. Now it's rated down to 52 hertz, but it can dig as low as an in-room response of 40 hertz, and I think that's a pretty accurate kind of rating there. Listening to a variety of music, I was able to dig probably 40, 44, 45 hertz before it drastically dropped off. So it has a pretty good range of frequency in this small bookshelf, so it's going to be able to tackle music and movies as well. One of the biggest compliments that I must give the Bowers & Wilkins speakers is the sound of that tweeter. Now, you guys may be familiar with my channel and know that I have Canton Ventos, known for their ceramic tweeters, and these tweeters made out of aluminum sound, dare I say, equally as sweet, as good, as smooth. And you wouldn't expect these to be near-field speakers, and maybe they're not, but sitting right next to these speakers in between the both of them has been a very pleasurable sound, especially that tweeter. Being this close to these, they're not directly angled at my ears, they kind of pass me, but that seems to be exactly where they need to be placed. And it just gives you such a smooth and buttery response. And I can turn these up loud and it's never piercing, it's never harsh, it's never fatiguing. It's actually, it grabs my attention more than anything. And then that mid-range is one of the cleanest mid-ranges I've heard in a bookshelf at this price point. It sounds incredible. Now you would think with being it ported on the back side that it would cause some issues being so close to the walls, but they're pulled off and angled just a little bit, so there is some breathing room back there, and it really adds some character and class to the sound. Now if you are somebody who's going to be using these speakers against the wall, or you just don't like the sound of ported speakers, they come with some port plugs that have the ability to be slightly ported, which you can take the middle insert out and just have a smaller ring, or you can completely seal the port up with that middle ring and have a sealed performance. So if you really like tight and accurate bass and you're planning on using these with a subwoofer, porting them or stuffing them may be the way to go, because it's going to make the mid-range even more tighter than it already is and allow the subwoofer to perform its duties on its own. Now for me, I'm not using a subwoofer with this system, so I need all the bass I can get, and it's super smooth in response. And the things that I listen to on my two-channel setup, I don't really need a subwoofer for. I'm not digging deep, I'm not really listening to any hip-hop or R&B or rap music on these at all. It's more for gaming. Every now and then I'll put some songs on, but it's never anything that needs a lot of deep bass reinforcement. So these speakers do incredibly well on their own. And again, they get down to about 40 hertz. So they're covering most of the spectrum for me anyways. And they're just really beautiful sounding speakers. If you guys are interested, I'll be more than happy to do a full 2-channel listening test. I'll put these on the main system in place of my Canton Ventos, and we can listen to them in both music applications and movies if you guys are interested. If you are interested, leave me that comment down below. Now you may be curious as to what I'm using to power these speakers, because these are passive bookshelves, so they need some sort of external amplification. So I'll walk you through what I'm using on my desk setup. So this is the Arylic amplifier, a 5.0 channel amplifier that provides around 50 watts or so of power to whatever speakers you want to use. So this is my primary amplifier. I've done a full review on my channel of this amplifier, and it sounds amazing. I'll leave a link in the description for this amplifier for you guys to check it out, as well as the video that I made on it. Fantastic amplifier, sounds very good, very inexpensive, and has a ton of features. Also on my desk is the Dynasty ProAudio PMC1. Thank you so much to Dynasty ProAudio for sending this out to me. I've been using this for about a week or two now, and this is essentially just a volume knob for my 2-channel setup. I was using Fluont's AI60s, and of course those are powered speakers, but I had to use the remote or reach all the way across the desk to use the volume knob, but this negates having to make that reach. This is just a volume knob that allows you to control the volume, mute, or change from mono to stereo from the PMC1 itself. So on the back, there's a few connections you can make depending on how you would like to connect it, but this just allows me to have a volume knob within arm's reach. I don't have to get up and change the volume. My desk is about 8 feet long. And so reaching across the desk to get to my speakers is a hassle that I don't want to have to go through. But the PMC1 from Dynasty ProAudio allows me to have control over the volume right there from my seat. And then if I want to change from mono to stereo or just simply mute it, it allows me to do that. So this will definitely be down below in the description so you guys can pick one of these up. This is an awesome thing to have if you're somebody who listens to music at a desk, whether that's a powered speaker, headphones, or what have you. This is awesome, an awesome addition to have on your desk setup. Dynasty ProAudio was also gracious enough to send me the soundavo HP-DAC 1, a digital to analog converter as we know it. And this has been an pivotal part of my 2-channel desk setup. It takes everything that the PMC1 has and brings it over to not only a DAC, but a headphone preamp that powers anything down to 32 ohms up to 6,000 ohms. Now there's going to be a full review of this DAC coming soon, so I'll save it for that review, but I will introduce it to you guys now because it is an important piece that's powering my Bowers & Wilkins. So this here is really just where all my inputs are going. I plug my Xbox into this. I can also plug in my USB. I can plug in any kind of RCAs, whatever I want to plug in here. I can even an optical cable can go to this unit here, and it can go to my arylic amplifier. And now I have a total sound system. This is basically my receiver, and then I have an external amplifier if you can visualize it this way. So on the back it has a line in and some line outs. It has the S/PDIF in, that's also known as your optical cable, and then it has some USB inputs as well. So it has a lot of benefits and features to any kind of desk setup. And again, this volume knob has been a game changer for me because like I said, I had to reach across my 8 feet worth of desk to go and turn the volume up and down or whatever I needed to do, change the input. But now I have everything right here within arm's length, so I don't have to leave my chair. So this is a very nice DAC that I have in front of me. Sounds absolutely incredible, has a lot of features on it, and I will be definitely making a full review coming soon, so stay tuned for that. I will go ahead and link this down below in the description for you guys. All right guys, so that's gonna be my overall video for you guys for the Bowers & Wilkins and my 2-channel setup. Absolutely incredible sounding speakers. I've enjoyed every bit of the 2 weeks that I've had with them so far, and I'm very surprised sitting so near field with them how great they sound. So it makes me wonder, how do they sound in their normal application for music and movies? So if you're interested in finding that out with me as well, leave me a comment down below and let me know that you guys want to see that, and I'll get that together for you. You can find these speakers everywhere. I didn't tell you the price yet, so I'll go ahead and do that. These retail right now for $8.99, and it's not a bad price at all for what you're getting, and it's Bowers & Wilkins. So you can probably pick these these up right now at your local Best Buy, or you can find them online pretty much everywhere. I think Audio Advice has them, Crutchfield has them, Bowers & Wilkins themselves have them on their site. So just type in Bowers & Wilkins and they're gonna pop up with a plethora of options to choose from as far as where you wanna buy them. So they're out there and they're everywhere and they sound absolutely amazing. So if you're a 2-channel person or you're looking for some new speakers in your home theater, these are something you should be looking at. I'll do another review on these as far as how they sound in a normal application later on, and we'll see what we think. Also, remember guys that all the equipment that I'm using to power these speakers to make my whole system come together will be in the description box down below. So click those links and take a look at them for yourselves. And final announcement, do not forget that Subscriber Showcase is starting in about a month's time. Middle of May-ish is the goal. And what that is, in short, is you guys get a chance to show me your home theaters and car audio systems, and I'll put them on the channel. So if that sounds pretty cool to you guys, here's my email down below, kpaceguy@gmail.com. Please, please, please send me pictures and videos of your setups, whether it's home theater or car audio, as well as a list of all the equipment that you're using in your system, and I'll put them on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you're not already, and we'll see you in the next video. KPaceGuy out. Peace.